AI or not? My name's Graeme Codrington, or is it? Am I real, or is this just AI? This is ThrowForward Thursday. My name is Graeme Codrington, but you don't know whether I am real or not. Let's talk about deep fakes. In this season of ThrowForward Thursday, we're going back to some of the issues that we've dealt with in the past. And it was 4 years ago when we first talked about deepfakes in episode 4 of ThrowForward Thursday. Links will be in the show notes so that you can go and watch those videos again. But I was one of the first people I knew to actually be deep-faked. You can see the whole story back in episode 4, but it was just complete coincidence. Somebody just randomly found a picture of mine online, thought it was a stock image, and then did what 4 years ago looked fairly impressive, which was to just make my mouth move while they put other voiceovers over it. It wasn't very convincing, but it still was one of those weak signals, and that's what we do at Tomorrow Today. We have a look at the weak signals and ask, but what if these things become big? We've also had 2 other episodes in which we've looked at fake news, and then we looked when the generative AI models released their video production models in episodes 94 and 122. Again, links in the show notes if you want to watch those episodes in full. But we had a look at the implications of living in a world where you can no longer trust your eyes. Now, it's probably for centuries that we have known not to trust text. We understand propaganda. We understand that things written in newspapers are written from a certain perspective to achieve certain outcomes. And you've always been skeptical and taught to be so. But for most of our parents' and grandparents' lives, they believed photographs, until it became obvious that photographs themselves could be staged. And then, of course, Photoshop came along and we realized, now we can just Photoshop it, right? So photos can be made up. And with the latest generative AI image generations, although we can still sort of see where some of them are AI generated, they're getting better and better and better. But it's only been in the last few years that we've also realized just how easy it is to create fake and manipulated video. And so now we have to acknowledge and admit that we already live in a world. I kind of thought we had maybe till the end of this decade, but right now, here we are. We are living in this world where you can just create fake videos. And the crazy thing is, and this is why I really wanted to do an update, is now we are seeing people like the President of the United States, Donald Trump, creating his own fake videos. One that I remember was him creating a fake video of what a Gaza Rivera could look like. Very bad taste in my opinion. And then just this last week, as I'm recording in October of 2025, he put out a fake video, and clearly it was meant to be seen as a fake, but it was put out of Chuck Schumer and Hakeem Jeffries, the Democratic guys, while they were busy doing a press conference against his government shutdown. If you know American politics, you'll understand the context. But it kind of basically just being pretty racist, let's call it for what it was. Now again, this video was not intended to be taken as real. It was intended a bit as satire and mocking and, as I say, a racist trope. But the fact that the President of the United States is using this technology to create deep fakes or just fake news, this is new, and this is something we haven't experienced before. And we now live in this future. This future is already here. As our team at Tomorrow Today says, the elephant is in the boardroom and it is causing trouble. Next week, we will have a look at what does it mean for us to live in a post-truth world. What do we have to do as individuals? What could you and your organization do? And are there any things as a society, as a humanity on this planet? Are there policies and principles we could put in place that would help us to live successfully, to navigate a post-truth world? But for now, we have to be skeptical of everything that we see and learn the skills of being able to critically think through whether something could be true or not. We need to have more courage to be able to go truth seeking, and that probably requires some curiosity as well. We need to make sure that we check things before we pass them on. And finally, we need to make sure that we support the sources of truth that we trust and believe are doing the right things for the best reasons. But more of that next week. Please make sure you join us next Thursday for insights into what a world filled with fake news and deep fake videos, what that requires of us and how we can live successfully in that world. I'll see you next week.